You are the architect of your own destiny. Every thought, every choice, every breath you take is a blueprint, a foundation stone laid in the grand design of your life. Yet, so often, we wander through the corridors of existence as if we are mere passengers on a journey planned by fate or circumstance, waiting, hoping, pleading for a sign, a miracle, a break. But the truth ancient and relentless is that no one builds your destiny but you. No one draws the lines, sets the angles, or raises the pillars of your future, except yourself. Imagine for a moment a master craftsman standing before a raw block of marble. The stone is cold, unshaped, full of unseen potential and hidden flaws. To the untrained eye, it is merely a rock, lifeless and inert. But the craftsman sees the statue within. The vision of what could be is so clear it burns in his mind's eye. With hammer and chisel, with patience and precision, he begins to carve, revealing form from formlessness. Each strike shapes, molds, defines. Each fragment that falls away is a choice, a discipline, a refusal to settle for less than the vision demands. You are that craftsman. Your life is that marble. And every day, every moment, you choose how to carve your destiny. Will you wield the tools of clarity, purpose, and discipline? Or will you leave the stone untouched, watching as time's erosion shapes it without intention or design? The modern world tempts us to believe we are victims of circumstance, prisoners to our past, subjects of external forces beyond our control. Nietzsche warned of this nihilism, the paralysis that comes when meaning is lost, when one's spirit is crushed under the weight of chaos and despair. But Nietzsche also beckoned us to become Übermenschen, creators of new values, masters of ourselves, builders of our own destiny in defiance of meaninglessness. Carl Jung teaches us that the journey inward is the essential path outward. The external chaos reflects the internal disarray. To architect your destiny, you must first construct the fortress of your mind. Cyphoriata, emotional and psychic turmoil is the storm that rages within, but it is also the furnace where your soul is tempered. You cannot shape the world if you cannot first shape yourself. Mindset is the blueprint of your inner architecture. It is the conscious framework through which you interpret every experience, every challenge, every setback. Belief is the scaffolding that holds your vision. Aloft it is not mere wishful thinking, but the resolute conviction that your actions have purpose and power. Clarity carves away the distractions and illusions, exposing the raw, unyielding truth of what matters most. Without clarity, the greatest effort becomes scattered and ineffective. Vision is the architect's drawing the picture of the life you are building. Without vision, you build blindly, brick by brick, only to find your house is hollow, your foundation weak. Purpose is the cornerstone, the sacred stone set in place with intention and permanence. It anchors your vision in meaning and compels you forward when the storms rage and the world demands your surrender. Discipline is the labor that daily acts, small and large, repeated with relentless consistency. It is the chiseling of habits, the rejection of instant gratification, the embracing of delayed rewards. Discipline carves away the excess, the distractions, the lies you tell yourself to avoid discomfort. Action is the breath of life breathed into your creation. Without it, vision remains fantasy. Gratitude is the mortar that binds your foundation. It grounds you in the present while propelling you toward the future. Adaptability is the master skill to reshape the plan when unexpected forces intervene, to bend without breaking, to see obstacles as opportunities. Resilience is the unyielding spine, the capacity to rise after every fall, to learn and grow from failure rather than be consumed by it. Learning is the chiseling edge that refines your craft. No master was born without practice, without failure, without relentless study. To build your destiny is to be a perpetual student of life, absorbing knowledge, shedding illusions, and honing your skills. You are not a passive observer. You are the sculptor of your fate. The question is not whether you will face hardship, this is certain, but how you will respond. Will you flinch and retreat or stand firm, hammer in hand, shaping chaos into order? Every moment you hesitate, the marble erodes. Every day you delay, the vision blurs. The moment to build is now. Stop outsourcing your power to chance, to luck, to the approval of others. You are not waiting for permission. You are not dependent on the tides of fortune. Your destiny is not a gift, it is your creation. Look inward. Face your shadows, your fears, your doubts with unwavering courage. Know that these are not barriers, but the raw materials of your greatness. Integrate them. Let them fuel your fire. When light and darkness unite within you, you become wholened. A whole person builds with unstoppable force. This is your call to arms, to awaken from the trance of victimhood and step into the role you were born to play. To take the blueprint in your mind, the hammer in your hand, and begin carving your life into a masterpiece worthy of your soul. Because in the end, no one else will build your destiny. No one else can design the lives that only you were meant to live. You are the architect. You are the builder. And the time to start is now. You stand now at the threshold of creation, where thought meets action, where dreams bleed into reality. This is the sacred space where your destiny is forged not by happenstance, not by luck, but by deliberate, conscious design. In this space, hesitation is the enemy, and clarity is your sword. The noise of the world will beckon you to doubt, to procrastinate, to hide behind excuses. But the architect knows better. The architect knows that every moment wasted is a chisel lost, a masterpiece deferred. Remember the words of Aldous Huxley, who warned of the modern slavery of distraction, conformity, and complacency. The chains that bind you are often invisible, woven from societal expectations, fears of failure, and the seductive ease of comfort. Breaking free requires more than desire. It demands a ruthless commitment to truth, to authenticity, and to relentless self-mastery. It demands you take responsibility not just for your actions, but for your thoughts, your emotions, and your very identity. Carl Jung teaches that the unconscious mind holds the keys to transformation. The shadow, that hidden realm within, is not to be feared, but explored. To sculpt your destiny, you must descend into the depths of your psyche, face the darkness with fearless eyes, and reclaim the power buried there. The journey inward is the true path to freedom. The moment you claim ownership of your whole self is the moment the external world bends to your will. Purpose will be your compass. Purpose will guide your hand when doubt clouds your vision and exhaustion weighs heavy on your shoulders. Without it, the strongest will falter, the clearest vision blurs. But with it, every sacrifice becomes sacred, every failure a lesson, every victory a step towards something greater than yourself. As you build, you will encounter resistance external and internal. The world will challenge you, tempting you to revert to comfort, to the familiar patterns that kept you small. Your own mind will conspire to convince you that change is impossible, that your dreams are illusions. This is the crucible of resilience. This is where the architect separates from the dreamer. Resilience is not merely bouncing back, it is the art of rising stronger, more determined, more precise after every fall. It is the silent strength that propels you through storms when the horizon disappears. When others retreat, resilience says, "Not today, not on my watch." It is forged in the fire of discipline and cooled in the waters of reflection. Discipline is the relentless hammer, the daily dedication to practice and improvement. It is showing up when the body screams for rest, when motivation dwindles to a flicker. Discipline whispers, one more step, one more action, one more choice. It is the commitment to yourself that your destiny matters more than fleeting comfort. Action is the lifeblood of creation. Vision without action is fantasy. Action without vision is chaos. When aligned, they become unstoppable force, that shapes reality to your will. Take action not only with your hands, but with your mind and spirit. Each deliberate choice is a stroke against the marble of your life, revealing the masterpiece beneath. Gratitude, often overlooked, is the quiet architect of abundance. It grounds you, shifts your perspective from lack to plenty, from fear to faith. When you build from a place of gratitude, every challenge becomes an opportunity, every setback a hidden blessing. Gratitude transforms work into worship and effort into joy. Adaptability is the sculptor's flexibility. Plans will falter, circumstances will shift like sand beneath your feet. The true architect does not cling rigidly, but bends with grace, adjusting angles, reimagining forms, yet never losing sight of the ultimate vision. To adapt is not to surrender, it is to wield change as a tool, not a threat. Learning is the infinite workshop of the soul. The architect is forever a student absorbing wisdom, shedding ignorance, refining skills. Each lesson learned is a sharper chisel. Each failure a teacher's hand guiding the next strike. Commit to lifelong learning, for it is the only way to keep your creation alive, evolving, and vibrant. This is your life's work. Not a mere existence, not a passive drift, but an intentional act of creation. When you embrace this truth, you awaken the primal power within. The power to shape your future, to command your reality, to live not by chance, but by choice. You are no longer a spectator. You are a creator, a force, an architect. Build boldly, build with vision, build with heart, because your destiny is waiting and it demands your hands, your mind, your soul. Start now. Every dawn is a blank canvas. Every breath an opportunity to strike the first stroke of your masterpiece. The past, with its mistakes and regrets, is but chiseled, stone-scarred, but foundational, bearing the marks of your journey, your resilience. Do not deny it. Do not erase it. Instead, let it stand as testament to the trials you have overcome, the wisdom you have earned. As you step into the day, carry with you the unshakable knowledge that you are not subject to the whims of fate, but the master of your own making. The world around you is chaotic, unpredictable, a tempest of forces beyond control. Yet within you lies a calm, a clarity, a fire that refuses to be extinguished. Embrace discomfort as the ally of growth. The greatest architects do not shrink from difficulty. They welcome it as the necessary force that sharpens their vision and strengthens their hand. Fear will arise, it always does, but let it be the signal to move forward, not the command to retreat. Your mind is the blueprint. Your actions are the tools. Each moment you act with intention, you shape the contours of your future. Each decision is a beam laid in place, each effort a foundation deepened. Do not wait for perfect conditions. They do not exist. Perfection is the illusion of the uncommitted. The true architect builds through imperfection, through failure, through relentless persistence. Surround yourself with those who challenge your limits, who inspire your vision, who reflect your commitment to becoming more. Community is the scaffolding that supports your ascent. Find those who raise you higher. And in moments when solitude calls, do not fear being alone. It is in silence that the architect hears the faintest whispers of intuition, the divine blueprint within, guiding every choice, every action, every dream. Remember Nietzsche's call to become who you are, not who others want you to be, not who your fears tell you to hide behind, but the full, raw, magnificent self waiting to emerge. You carry within you the power to sculpt a destiny not dictated by circumstance, but defined by choice. This power is eternal, unwavering, and yours alone to wield. Rise, architect of your life. The marble awaits your hand. The world awaits your vision. Your destiny begins now. Begin building. As you begin to build, do not underestimate the power of each small choice. Each seemingly insignificant decision, each moment where you choose discipline over distraction, purpose over procrastination, truth over convenience, size, a block in the foundation of your future. The smallest action taken with intention can shift the course of your entire life. This is how the architect works, not in grand gestures alone, but in the quiet, daily commitments to the vision they hold. The path you choose to walk will not be easy. There will be days when the weight of the work feels overwhelming, when doubt clouds your vision, and when the effort seems endless. But understand this. It is precisely in those moments that the true architect reveals their strength. It is in the dark, the quiet, the struggle that you are forged. Every hardship you face is an opportunity to test your resolve, to refine your focus, to prove to yourself that you are the one who will not be deterred. Do not listen to those who tell you that success is quick or easy. Do not be deceived by the lies of instant gratification. The most lasting creations are not those built on fleeting trends or momentary impulses, but those crafted with time, effort, and unwavering faith in the vision. Your destiny will unfold not in bursts of inspiration, but in steady, deliberate action taken every single day. Carl Jung understood the importance of embracing both the light and the shadow, the known and the unknown. As you build your destiny, you will confront both. The light of clarity and purpose will guide you, but the shadow of doubt, fear, and insecurity will follow you too. Accept them both. The light gives you direction, the shadow gives you depth. Together, they allow you to become fully integrated, whole, and unstoppable. As you carve your path forward, remember that you are not only building for today, you are creating a legacy, a structure that will stand the test of time. Every decision you make today, every habit you cultivate, every challenge you overcome, is a part of something much larger than yourself. Your actions ripple outward, touching the lives of those around you, shaping the world in ways you may never fully understand. But trust that every brick you lay today will create a future you can be proud of. In times of struggle, when the world seems to press in from all sides, turn inward, find your center. It is there, within, that your strength lies. You have everything you need to keep moving forward. Trust the process. Trust the work. Trust yourself. And when the walls feel too high, when the days feel too long, remember this. You are the architect of your own destiny. This power is yours and yours alone. No one can build your future but you. And with each decision, with each moment of effort, with each act of courage, you are closer to the life you are meant to create. The blueprint is already in your hands. Now all that remains is for you to take the next step, and the next, and the next. Keep chiseling, keep building, keep striving. Your destiny awaits, and it is yours to create. You are unstoppable. You are the architect. And this is just the beginning. You have felt it, the stirring deep within, the restless fire that refuses to be contained by fear or doubt. That fire is your truth calling out, demanding to be heard, demanding to be lived. It is the pulse of your authentic self, the rhythm of your soul's deepest desire. To ignore it is to live half-lived, to betray the sacred gift of your existence. Know this, the world will resist your rise. It will whisper lies, sow seeds of uncertainty, and attempt to tether you to its limited visions. But the architect is not swayed by the chorus of the crowd. The architect listens to the silence within, where the blueprint of greatness resides untouched, pure and waiting. Every great creation begins with a single act of courage, the courage to envision what does not yet exist, the courage to dismantle old beliefs, to tear down worn-out patterns, to clear the debris of complacency, the courage to build, not just for survival, but for transcendence. In this moment, decide. Will you be the passive observer of your life story? Or will you seize the pen and write boldly? Will you wait for the winds of fate? Or will you raise your sails and navigate toward the horizon you choose? Your destiny is not a distant dream, it is the present reality you forge with every thought, word, and deed. When you claim this truth, you awaken a force beyond measure, a force that moves mountains, breaks chains, and transforms shadows into light. This force is you. Rise now. Build with intention. Create with passion. Live with purpose. Because the life you dream of is not waiting somewhere ahead. It is waiting for you to bring it into being here, now. You are the architect of your own destiny. Start building. Every moment you hesitate, every second you allow doubt to creep in, you give away power that was always yours to claim. But now is the time to reclaim it. Now is the time to stop waiting for permission, for the perfect moment, for some external sign. The perfect moment is a myth. The only moment that exists is this one, the one you hold in your hands like the first brick of a new foundation. Remember, the greatest structures were never built by those who waited for certainty. They were built by those who embraced uncertainty, who thrived in the chaos of creation, who trusted the process even when the outcome was unknown. You are that creator. You are the pioneer, walking through uncharted territory, carving a path where none existed before. Let the whispers of fear and doubt become the soundtrack to your defiance. Let every "you can't" fuel a deeper "I will." Your resilience is your blueprint. Your discipline is the chisel that shapes your future. Your vision is the light that guides you through the darkness. And when the storms come in, they will stand firm. The architect does not crumble beneath the weight of adversity. Instead, adversity sharpens the edges, polishes the surface, and strengthens the core. You are not fragile. You are forged. Look ahead. See the life you desire not as a distant fantasy, but as a tangible possibility born from your hands, your mind, your soul. This life is yours to claim. No one else can build it for you. No one else can design it better. So rise, step forward, take the tools, you have your courage, your vision, your unbreakable will, and begin the masterpiece that is your life. Because you are not here to be ordinary. You are here to be extraordinary. You are the architect of your own destiny. Start building now. This is your momentum moment to rise, to claim, to build. No longer a dream deferred, no longer a life half-lived, but a destiny crafted by your own hands, shaped by your own will, and fueled by your unwavering belief in yourself. Know this truth deep in your bones. You carry within you the power to transform, to create, to become the architect not just of your destiny, but of a legacy that will echo beyond your years. Step into your power. Embrace your vision. Take up your tools with fierce determination and relentless passion, because the world is waiting not for perfection, but for authenticity. Not for hesitation, but for bold action. Not for comfort, but for courage. Build with heart, build with fire, build with every ounce of your being. You are whole, you are capable, you are unstoppable. And your destiny, your magnificent, unfolding destiny, starts here, starts now, and starts with you. Go forth and build the life only you can create. Because you are the architect of your own destiny. Start building.